Hey everyone, this is Derek Hansen for Running Mechanics Professional, and I want to provide just some short clips on some of the things that we cover in our course. In this case, we're going to talk a little bit about programming. A lot of people like to show exercises, but I want to show you just what I'm doing with the numbers and how I manipulate those numbers, because it's nice to give people a workout, say like, do this many sets and reps over this distance when you run, but there are some nuances you can work on as a coach and massage and move around to change the type of work. And this is really important because it really emphasizes the importance of having a good coach on site, making changes as necessary. So what we're going to do is an exercise that I always use as part of my courses and say like, this is a typical workout in terms of the numbers, but let's see how we can change it. So my typical workout is going to be 4 times 30 meters, which can also be yards. So 4 by 30 doesn't always have to be just sprint 4 by 30. You can change it. One of the simplest ways to do this, if I just want a pure speed workout, it might be 4 by 30 with 3 to 4 minute breaks with falling starts. And if this is the simplest iteration of 4 by 30, you're having somebody go 30 meters from a falling start and they're sprinting. You're trying to maximize acceleration as part of this, and you might get to a bit of top speed depending on the athlete. So 4 by 30 with good breaks, great. Now let's change it up. Maybe we do 4 by 30 instead of a falling start, we're going to do a push-up start, which I would classify as a hard start. So instead of being in this position here, they're going to be down in that position there and starting. So we've changed it slightly. So harder start, more energy is going to go into getting off the ground and pushing up and going. So a little bit more strength work there. So very simple modification, same breaks. Okay, say we want this to be more of a specific endurance or speed endurance, special endurance. So we will go, hey, instead of doing 4 by 30 with full breaks, we might go 30 plus 30 plus 30 plus 30. Okay, so that's 4 by 30, but this plus could be as simple as maybe somebody runs 30, turns around, sets up again, runs 30 back, turns around, runs 30 again, turns around, runs 30 again. So those are our 30s with minimal recovery. So essentially we're getting 120 meters in a more of a specific endurance type workout that involves speed. But probably these segments aren't as fast as what we did originally, but we're just changing the type of work. So that's another way of doing it. If we want to be really specific on repeat sprint ability, doing 4 by 30 in 10 plus 10 plus 10 in a shuttle method like we just showed you, 4 times 30, but we go 10, 10, 10. And then when we're finished. This may not be a straight shuttle, so like there, back, it might be sprint, decelerate, turn around, do it again, decelerate, turn around, do it again. But again, we're isolating shorter acceleration, a little bit more of a strength emphasis, I would say again. And then we might give them a 3 to 4 minute break after that and do it again. So again, we've changed the 4 by 30. Maybe we do 4 by 30 a little differently and we go fast, easy, fast. And we put cones out so that we have our 3 segments and they go fast, easy, slow down a bit, and then fast again. Very similar to what may be happening in a sport specific scenario on field, on court. So we're working on acceleration, slowing down, re-acceleration. So that still is 4 by 30 and fulfills that requirement, but changes the work. And another way we can do it is we can go, maybe it's a build-up of 10 or 15. So in this case, let's say 10, and then we go fast, high intensity for 20, right? And we can change that however we want. We can go 15 plus 15. So that's build and that's fast there, right? So you can divide it up with a softer start and then emphasize this segment here. So 4 by 30 can change quite a bit. And then you can do other things as part of all of this is say you do a straight 4 by 30 again, maybe you're doing it with a sled pull. Maybe you're doing it with a different type of start, a med ball start. So we're changing the work by adding load as well, but it's still 4 by 30. So there's all this work that you can do to not necessarily change the numbers, but manipulate how you work those numbers. And I think that's really interesting. So just because you see it written down doesn't mean it always has to be that way. It may be based on your need at that particular time with that particular athlete. So from Running Mechanics Professional, we get into more detail in the courses, but certainly there's a lot of value in understanding how as a coach you can intervene and make things better for your athlete.